Hey guys, it's Vanessa and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you about my awful Tragus piercing experience. I just want to say a couple of disclaimers before you see all the pictures and me doing a voice over it. Mainly 3 disclaimers. 1, my earring was never infected. None of my earrings have ever been infected. It never hurt during the period of the time that I had my Tragus piercing, from when I got it to when I had taken out. Obviously, when she pierced it and like a couple days after, it was a little bit sore, but after that, it never hurt or anything. So don't say, oh, that was infected, because it wasn't. It was never hot. It never really even got that swollen, and I never got like a green, yellow, like dark yellow, like discoloration. I never had any of that. So don't be like, oh, she got like an ear infection, or like that was an infection. No, it wasn't. It was a pressure bump. So yeah. 2, I was very careful with this piercing. I am super duper good at babying my piercings. Normally how I clean my piercings is I would take like the saline solution and just spray it on the front and the back, and I would leave it like that. I wouldn't touch it or anything, and then after like a while, like a month or 2, like with like the buildup and like the lymph and the blood, or maybe like 3 to 4 weeks, at that point I would wait after I had a shower, and once all the lymph was really soft, I would take a Q-tip with saline solution and I would gently clean that off. With my Tragus piercing, I didn't wait that long. I should have been more patient with that. And what really was annoying, the bar was quite long and it would always slide forward. So I would, with the Q-tip, I would like push it back, and I think that was part of the issue, is that I am really good at babying it, and I should have babied it more. I never did like play with my piercing. Like I never would like go like this and like twist it or anything like that. So please don't think that I was doing that. And 3rd disclaimer is that this was in no way my piercer's fault, okay? She did everything right. She pierced it right. It was not her fault. So yeah. I think that when you'll see it is, if anything, I didn't listen to her and I decided to do what like a lot of people on YouTube do, is by doing the tea trail method, which she does not agree with, and I decided to do that, and that's where it went completely downhill, which you will now see. So please enjoy the video. So this is how my Tragus piercing started out. It was completely fine, and I believe this was either the day that I got it pierced, or it was the 2nd or 3rd day that from where I had gotten it pierced. Now, between a week and 2 weeks, I started noticing like a little red scab. I didn't know if that was like dried up blood or just like a scab, so I wasn't too concerned about it at this point, so I just tried being super duper careful with it. And then there was officially just like a little tiny bump, and again I tried being super duper careful with it, and I was hoping that it would just go straight back down. Then it officially became into like a full-on bump. Then it got even bigger, and then at this point I decided to do the aspirin paste method, where basically you take an aspirin tablet, you crush it all up, you add a little bit of water, and you place it on just the bump. That's it. And I was really happy, and as you can see by this, it did completely heal up. It did go down, and there you can see it like scabbed up and like got small. So at this point I was super duper happy that it had gone away. As you can see from here, it is like almost gone. But then it came back. So I did the aspirin paste again, but then this time what happened was I didn't keep on it, and then it went down a little bit, and then it came back. So this is what it looked like, and at this point I decided to do the tea tree oil method, which was not smart. I should have never have done the tea tree oil method, because that is when it went completely downhill, and you can see by the next few photos that this is what happened. So what my mindset was thinking is that if I did this like just 3 times a week, that it would slowly get smaller and smaller and smaller, but it did not. It actually got worse, and I got this really weird like yellow thing around it. By the way, people, please keep in mind, my ear was never infected. It was never in pain. None of that happened. So after a while, I was just like, nope, this is stupid. I am not doing this. So I decided to do the hot saline sea salt soak or whatever. So I started to do that. I put it in like a little like cup and put saline solution in it to make it super duper like hot, and then I put it on my ear, and then that I think helped, but it just wasn't doing the trick, and it sort of just like stayed the same. It didn't really improve it a bunch. After I could not handle it anymore, I went to my piercer, and what she told me is, I actually told her everything that I had previously done, and she said that it was just a pressure bump and to do the aspirin paste method, but just do it 3 times, so like 3 days in a row, and then give it a break, and then evaluate it from there. But it just got worse and worse and worse, and I could not handle it anymore. Like, as you can see, this is disgusting. I didn't want to have to like walk around having this gigantic bump, and it was so gross and stuff. And for me, like, once a piercing becomes more of a hassle than an enjoyment, then it's not worth it. So I went back to my piercer, and I asked her to take it out, and it took quite a while because the bumps were so big, but this is what it looked like. And what she told me to do is, when I got home, was to give it a good sea salt soak, and this is what it looked like after I did the sea salt soak, and this would help drain the fluid out. And she told me to do that like every once a day, until it had gotten quite smaller, and now you can see it is slowly getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly, pretty gross. So I continued to do the sea salt soaks once it got quite small, and from there it healed up fine. It went down, and now it is completely fine. I have the smallest scar, maybe like it's not even really actually noticeable. I wouldn't even call it a scar. In this picture here, you will see what it looks like. So as you can see, guys, there is the smallest, maybe like little discoloration. That is pretty much it. It is completely fine now, completely healed. So yeah. So that is basically my whole entire journey, and like I said before, my ear is completely fine. I will show you right now. There's nothing the matter with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and for sure subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!